What's going on, guys? Thank you so much for coming back to Cobra TV. And this is going to be a podcast. It's going to be, I don't know how long it's going to be, and I'm not going to, it's going to be very candid. Yes, I'm going to throw some music up here, of course. I got to have some music behind my talking, but the too long didn't listen version of this, because I know people probably won't stay. So let's get some things out of the way first, and then for the long-standing Cobros that have been here for a long time, I definitely would like you guys to stay and listen to the duration of this, because there's a lot of things I want to say. But there's quite a few new Cobros here that have subscribed for the coverage of Beyond Good and Evil 2, and I want you guys to know right now that Beyond Good and Evil 2, Beyond Good and Evil 2, is going to increase. It's going to get ever present. And for anybody that is wondering, yes, No Man's Sky is still going to be covered on this channel, so that's not going anywhere. But there are definitely changes that I want to make sure we all know going forward. And so we are going to bust wide open on Cobra TV with games, covering more games that are in development. A lot more. The channel was started to cover games that were in development. No Man's Sky caught my attention, and I kind of gotten carried away with it over the years. But I never stopped covering games, other games that were in development. We have a playlist called Indie TV, and we've interviewed people from developers. We've interviewed developers from Dual Universe. We've interviewed developers from Astroneer. We've interviewed the developers from Planet Nomads, Small Lands, so many things like that. Megaton Rainfall. And we've done that through, and we've covered the games and stuff like that. But we were more prominent in No Man's Sky coverage. Now, No Man's Sky coverage is not going to go anywhere because it is still a game that is in development. No Man's Sky is still in development, and I don't think it will ever stop being in development. But I want to, what I've noticed, here's the part here where I'm going to get a little bit honest. What I've noticed is during the time when we're waiting for an update, like update comes out, and we play it, it's fun, and then there's this time where it's dead. You know, people have played the crap out of it, they've overplayed it, it's done, they're done, and then there's that. And then all of a sudden there comes a time where it's almost probable that there's going to be an update sooner or later, and people come back to the channel and they're super excited. And okay, but that's all good. It's all good. It's healthy. Those times are healthy for the YouTube channel here. But what happens is a lot of people get really excited. A lot of people help support Cobra TV on Patreon and come by and they subscribe. And I never talk about the numbers. I never want to brag about anything like that. In fact, I've always shown that I want to highlight people who have smaller YouTube channels and try to get their voices out there, and make people aware of their YouTube channels. That has been one of the driving goals for myself and for the subcast as well. But what happens is everything's great while we're speculating and waiting for that update to come out, and the YouTube channel's doing great, and people are really excited. We get to meet so many new Cobros and make a lot more friends. And gosh, man, I've met so many people that I can't believe I didn't meet sooner. Like, my life would have been so much cooler if I had met some of these people sooner in my life. But then when the update comes out, Patreon supporters, they go away, and that's fine. Subscribers unsubscribe, and that's fine. The views go away, and that's okay too. And then we reach the point again where there's possibly an update. All that stuff starts to come back. I don't want to live like that. I don't want to have a YouTube career like that. I refuse to have a YouTube career like that. There's so many other things out there that I'm sometimes ignoring because of what's going on in the No Man's Sky community. there is an interview that I did with a developer that I didn't upload during the Waking Titan hype because it was this is all my fault. Don't get me wrong. Don't get it twisted. Everything that I'm mentioning here is my fault. Nobody else's. I've done this to myself. And by saying this, I know this is going to hurt me even more. It's going to hurt the channel even more. And I'm okay with that. That's fine. I'm used to it, actually. Right? I'm used to it. We've been through a lot here. We've been through a lot. I remember when the game launched. Wow. Did that have an impact? And there was a time, I'm going to be all over the place. There was a time that I embraced, I remember tweeting out that I've noticed I typecast myself so much within No Man's Sky that I remember I tweeted out, I'm the William Shatner of No Man's Sky, because William Shatner, typecast himself to Star Trek, and Star Trek, and I am, kind of in the same situation, and I said, fine, I'm the William Shatner of No Man's Sky, and I accept that. And there was one point in time that I did, and again, my fault, no one else's fault. I feel, though, that we have so much more to offer on Cobra TV than just one game. And never have I ever only focused on No Man's Sky. We've always uploaded stuff here and there. Megaton Rainfall, Dual Universe, so many other games. Scum, Identity, all those things we were covering. It just wasn't loud enough because I chose not to make it loud enough. But going forward, I'm going to focus and broaden the other games that I want to cover. I do not want to be known anymore as the No Man's Sky guy. I don't want to be known when this is all over as the dad of No Man's Sky, or the Uncle Cobra of No Man's Sky, or the No Man's Sky dude. I want to cover gaming news, games that are in development, and so many other things. I feel, and again, this is not your fault at all. It's all me. I take responsibility for what I've done here on this YouTube channel. And people might say, well, you don't have to say this, just cover other games. I do. And sometimes those games don't, those videos or that content, it really doesn't get noticed. It doesn't get picked up. People don't view it. And that's fine. That's fine. Actually, that's so fine that I am going with the mindset that I'm going to just do what I want to do and cover the games that I think are ambitious and step outside the box of what's normal and what's common. So much so that we started this journey at 0 subscribers. And when I was at 100, or when I was at 200, I just kept going. Uploading this game that I thought was so amazing called No Man's Sky, and only getting like 20 views per video, because nobody really cared about it back then. And I was fine with that. And that's where I am now. I'm fine with uploading things that coverage of the development of games that I think are amazing. Ambitious games, not games that follow the whole franchise, or this is what we need to do because it's safe and we won't lose money because we know people will buy it. All we have to do is make it a battle royale. So I'm going to broaden the content on this channel. And there's one thing that a lot of the old Cobras know, that I never wanted Cobra TV to turn into a Let's Play channel. Although I do enjoy playing games. I just didn't want the channel to be a Let's Play channel. I wanted the channel to be all about the industry, the indie industry at first. As it says right there, the Cobra mask and the Cobra character began in 2013 to put a personal flair on my PSN name and to give my GTA 4 vids a bit of spark. The Cobra TV show, which started in 2014, was made to bring a variety of gaming news, videos, and anything else gaming related to my viewers. Cobra TV. And that's what the channel will start at. That is a very, very old statement right there. And that's what I really want to focus down on. And if that hurts the channel in the beginning, then fine. I'm okay with that. But I feel like I deserve you deserve the respect to know the direction of this channel because you've taken the time to spend a lot of time with me. And I thank you guys for that. And if this is the time that we part ways, that makes me sad. It really does. And, but I've got to, look, you guys are gamers. If anything, I have done you a disservice by typecasting you, the Cobra TV community, as No Man's Sky, as a No Man's Sky community. And you guys are interested in so much more. I see everybody always saying, Cobra, what's up with identity? Cobra, make a video about identity, or what's up with this game? Cobra, you need to bring this one back up. So that's the direction we're going in. And that's the direction that I want to go in. When all is done, because this is not going to last forever. When all is done, I want to be known for the guy that tried to help out smaller YouTube channels. I know we haven't been doing that here lately because really hasn't anybody been turning up for any subcast. Last week, the last subcast, it wasn't all that bad. It was great. The point is, I no longer want to typecast myself, and you deserve to know that. You deserve to know what's going to be uploaded on this channel because we're going to blow the roof off of games that are in development. Why games in development? Why not cover games that are out? Why not cover games that are almost out? It's so much fun to follow the birth of an idea and to see it be crafted over the years. So exciting to wait on pins and needles for an interview, wait on pins and needles to see if they're going to show up at E3, waiting on pins and needles to see more gameplay, to know what the release date's going to be, to cover the development. It's so amazing. And during that time, we could also help with the development of the game because our input and our excitement is going to give the developers ideas of what we want to see. Such as the story with Beyond Good and Evil 2, which right now they are asking for everybody's help to give them your art. Your art, your music, your stories. They want it. And they're willing to pay you. They're willing to pay you. And right now is the time to get involved with Beyond Good and Evil 2. It's not going to be out for a while. No. But the people that are following it at this moment, right now, are going to have a piece of them inside this game. The people that are getting involved on Hit Record. And I think that's just amazing. There's so many games out there that I want to talk about, and I want to be known for that as well. A lot of you who've been here for a while know that I've searched for games that are whispered on the internet that never even been mentioned yet, in a big sense. And a lot of you know that I've pulled out these weird games, and I've even had some of those developers on the show talking to them, and that's what I like. I like that. Like, maybe some people are talking like, hey, I wonder what strange games are out there. I don't know. Check out Cobra TV. He brings them all up all the time. That's what I want. I don't want to be typecast as the No Man's Sky guy. I love the game more than any game I think I've ever played in my life. But I don't want that to be the end of the story for me. I don't want that to be all there is for me. And I know you guys are gamers, You know, it's not one game for all of you guys. And I hope that we could all share an experience together and travel together and consider this like a journey, an adventure where we're all traveling together and finding that one game that's going to change the world, or the gaming industry. That one game that is so ambitious that it's going to drop our jaws, like No Man's Sky did. And like it still does to this day. And there is one out there. Whispered on the internet. There is one game. Let me go to comment section here real quick. Just want to show you guys something. And it's a quote. I've said it before. But the game called Everything. Or, I'm sorry, Everywhere. Everywhere. And this is what the game is described to be. And someone commented a quote from Leslie Benzies, which is one of the coolest quotes I've ever seen for an ambitious game. It says, "We're building a video game. Our working title is Everywhere. While it'll have many established gaming elements." Listen to that. While it will have many established gaming elements. We're also including features that games haven't touched on yet. I'd like to tell you all the stuff we're excited about, but I have to keep the specifics under wraps for now. I can say this. We want this game to be less restrictive than other games. While the game has multiple narratives, we also want players to create their own narratives that include characters with a real personality. And if we do this right, we're going to give players the chance to really live out their fantasies, not just the limited fantasies that most games set up for them, and do so in a deeply immersive way. For ambition, that is the next game to look out for. That's the next one on the list that is going to turn some heads. I'm going to start 2 brand new channels. One is going to be a new show called Breaking Weird. We're going to discover the weird and odd things on the internet. It's going to be a podcast. It's going to be a visual podcast where you're going to be able to see us just Googling weird things and just laughing at the strange things and freaking out about the strange things. We're talking UFOs. We're talking conspiracy theories. We're talking all kinds of strange stuff, man. The internet is just very strange. So the internet is breaking weird, and that's why the show's called Breaking Weird. Not just the internet, but the entire world. The other YouTube channel is going to be specifically for Let's Plays. Just because I want Cobra TV to remain about news, remain about podcasting, remain about covering games in development and breakdowns of trailers and breakdowns of interviews and things like that. That's what this place is for. So, to sum up everything, I can't continue the cycle of grow and shrink anymore. That's it. I'm suffocating the I don't even know what to say. I just have to change. And you deserve to know that I am, in case you want to bail or not. And that's it. This is the only time I'm going to talk about this. I'm not going to bring it up again unless somebody asks during a subcast. Which, that stuff's going to still be there. No Man's Sky coverage, subcast talking about No Man's Sky or other games. Covering the news of No Man's Sky, interviews, updates, all that stuff. But just not as drilled down and only focused, laser focused on No Man's Sky. It's just not going to be laser focused. There's too many things out there I'm missing out on. Too many things out there I'm itching to talk about. So, with that said, guys, I'm going to go ahead and get off here. Keep your eye out for everything. Sorry, I don't know why I'm saying that. Keep your eye out for everywhere, and keep your eye out on Beyond Good and Evil 2. It's going to blow our minds, both of those titles right there. As always, I love you guys. I will see you all, hopefully, in the next video. Until next time.